Hello everyone, this will be the review of game TripTrip, and the key was provided by developer. I tried to give this game a chance, but I have to say that the only word I can explain it with is boring. It's not broken, it also starts with B. The game works correctly, it's just very boring. All you do is you roll a ball, you switch the ball's color to one of the five, so you basically roll around and keep pressing one of the five buttons. It's a bit similar to rhythmic games like Guitar Hero. And then you fight a boss, which is pretty much Pong. You exactly do the same thing as in Pong. The only difference is that you have to change the color of your ball. And then you do pretty much the same. It's not every level is a boss. I think there was one boss after 3 levels, and there is like 8 groups of levels, or maybe something like that. I'm not entirely sure. There might be a little bit more to this game. I think there is something on a Steam page that shows some secrets to be uncovered, but I just got really bored by the basic gameplay. So I'm just gonna show you this gameplay so you see how it works. Let me just check the recording. Yeah, it seems to be working okay. Let's just check options. What was there? Window size, I didn't touch it because it seems to work. It's very little options, but at least there are some options. Audio, well, I will leave it on almost the most silent. There's again not many options, but there are some. So this is bare minimum. Buttons config, yeah. As you can see, you use up, left, down, right, and you switch those colors with gray, blue, red, yellow, and green. There is also a jump on space. I'm not even sure if I used space. Maybe I didn't have to. So let's go to the game. I'm gonna start a new one and make it easy. So it's gonna be slower, at least. And let's see. Right. So you just roll. That's what you do. You roll and you roll. And you have to switch to some color. Of course, don't remember it. You have to learn the buttons. So Q is red, W is blue. So you just roll, and so it goes. Can I jump? Well, I don't seem to jump. I'm pressing space and nothing happens. And you just have to go in a gap, keep rolling, switch colors, and that's how it goes. Of course, it gets more complicated, more frantic, more fast, but the general core of the game is this. I'm not sure if it will make it to the boss. I guess I'll just check the timer. Right, you take some damage, but you can get lives like this. You can also heal like this, and you keep going. And it's just boring for me, you know. That's what you do. That's the whole game. Of course, the complexity and difficulty grows, but that's the core. And the core is just uninspiring, I would say. It works absolutely correctly. There's nothing wrong with how it works technically. It's responsive. It just uses a few buttons. The ball is rather slow, so you can't really do a lot of frantic movement. You have to kind of know the way. It's the best if you know the way. As you can see, I'm trying to brake and doesn't do much. I'm trying to speed up, also not much is changed. I'm just on the different part of the screen, either near the top or near the bottom. And again I switch and I roll. It's just 2 colors, it grows to 5. I think to 4 actually, because gray is default. It doesn't do damage to you anyway, so it doesn't matter. And maybe one more level. I'm not sure we'll make it to the boss. Let's see the timer. Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. Let's try to make it. Let's try to make it all the way to the boss. I'm not sure if I will be able to do it. There's just nothing to talk about. It's just this, right? Switch, go, let's see, 3%, you switch, go 1%, you switch, go like 2%, you switch, and then you fall asleep. I was literally bored after 6 minutes of this for some reason. Maybe it's not a game for me, maybe it's not the genre for me. I think it's a waste because it works, you know. If this was a part of bigger game, as a part of mechanic, as something that's in it as much as other things are in the game, it maybe wouldn't be a problem. But this is the whole thing. This is the whole game. I can't say it's broken. It's just limited, I would say. Not sure for whom it is. Maybe if you want to learn colors with a baby, but a baby probably wouldn't be able to go through the obstacles fast enough, especially on harder difficulties. See, it's already speeding up strangely for some reason. I don't know why. It's kinda choppy as well for some reason. It shouldn't be, because it should work on a toaster, but it's kinda choppy. But generally it works. If you are bored, if you're fascinated or hypnotized by this, I would completely understand you. I'm just gonna try to show you the boss, because you can't really move to any level you want. I don't think you can. So if there is a boss, we'll see the boss. If not, then I will just stop after this one. It's not hard, especially on easy, but artificially adding difficulty for the sake of it, just to repeat the same level multiple times, that's not what makes the game better. I just don't like artificial difficulty. I think difficulty should come from making you think that you have to use all you have more thoroughly, more read into what you have, all the options, use the proper tools, the proper skills in the right moment, in the right sequence, find some way to deal with the problem, not just speed it up and add more obstacles, because then, well, eventually you reach the ceiling of your skill and you just can't progress, and it's just frustrating. It's not a way to make game better. It's just a way to make the game more frustrating and longer, but not better. The game is this, right? You go through the labyrinth, you switch to 5 colors or 2, because of course it's the beginning, so it's just 2 colors, and then you just do the same in another area with different pattern until you finish, and then you're done, I guess. Right, so that's the boss. We'll stop after the boss. Right, so that's the boss fight. So he rolls red, I try to bounce red. If he switches to blue, I try to bounce blue. Again, blue, red, red, and blue. And I might hit him or not. No, it goes like this. I wasn't satisfied when I beaten the boss. I was like, okay, I can see the other world, and then it was like the same, with more colors. So I was like, well, that's the game. That's all you do. If you like it, then sure, you can play it. If you want to finish it for some completionist reasons. I don't have such reasons. See, I won. And what does it give me? It unlocks another 3 levels, probably, and another boss at the end. And I'm already bored. See, we played like 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, that's it. So right, that's the game. I'm gonna stop here. Let's see if I can do it. Yes, I can, I guess. Escape. There's a big lag when you try to press escape. I'm trying. Nothing works. Can I die? Let's die, maybe. No, we just die. Yes, I pressed escape again. Doesn't respond. Oh, I pressed enter. Let's see it once more. Enter is escape. Right, so enter is escape. And you can quit. You quit on enter. There is my game. Right. Here I was actually a bit further. Yes, I did one level in the second world and I got bored. And here we are. So 5 minutes to beat one world. On easy. You know what? I can maybe see the tutorial. Let's try the tutorial. Beginner. What do they say? Probably the same thing. There's not much to explain here. Right, so we roll. Right. Forward. Yeah, we know that. We noticed. Maybe it's for kids, but I'm not sure if kids can read. Avoid walls. Yeah. We don't want to fall behind. Break. Not sure if there's a point to do it. Like we could, but for what reason? We probably want to see the obstacles above us. Yeah, they say what to press. Okay, so we press. We press again. It will be all the colors probably. Yeah, all the colors. And again. Right, split second. Well, maybe it's more than split second. You know how big split of a second. Alright, that's a checkpoint actually. And it also heals you. Yeah, I don't wanna fall. Well, it's actually harder than the first worlds because there were no gaps like this. At least I don't think there were. J power-ups to press. What's the point? Ah, you sometimes have to do it. So far we didn't see it in the game, but I guess it's there. No. Yeah, I can do it. We just jump, and we jump, and we jump. And that's the game. Right, so it works. What do they mean? Sharp turns. Yeah, you can break. And that's the tutorial. Yeah, so you've seen the whole one world, which is 5 minutes, and tutorial, which tells you what I already noticed by just playing the game and trying it. So that's it, that's TripTrip. It's not very fascinating, but it's not broken. I would actually give it 5 because I don't want to damage this game. There is no reason to it. It's average. You know, it works. It works properly. It offers a little bit of such gameplay as you have seen. It's probably not very long. I don't think so, because if beating one world takes 5 minutes, it's probably not very long. But that's all you get. But it works. It's not broken. The options are minimalistic, but they are, well, at least trying to show you what you can do. You can slightly control the sound and you can slightly control the resolution. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. At least it works in window mode, and you can switch off music, which is annoying, at least for me. And the gameplay is this. It's literally 5 minutes or one tutorial to show you the whole gameplay. So that's all you do, right? Maybe there is slightly more to uncover, but I don't think there is a big mystery at the end. I think the core gameplay is exactly this. If I am mistaken, then please correct me. I was just too bored to keep going. It's not like I finish every game I review. It's also my emotional reaction to what I see. So that's what I see, and I'm bored. That's my reaction. I'm not saying there isn't something in, let's say, World 7. Maybe it is, but you would have to make it there. You would have to play it for an hour. And I'm bored after 5 minutes, so I'm not going to play it for an hour. So I give it 5, and I can't really recommend it because of how boring it is. But if you like what you have seen, if this is a type of game that you want to play for whatever reason, then absolutely be my guest. It works correctly. You should be able to play to the end. But you would have to find your own reasons to actually do it, because I can't find any. It's just very boring and simple. But well done, well, for what it is, right? For it is downgraded graphics, for those couple of moves and the scrolling mechanic, it's done correctly, but nothing more than that. It's absolutely not above average. It's not broken, but it's not good. So 5 out of 10, that was TripTrip, and I'll see you guys in the next review, hopefully with a more interesting game.